Thank you. And thank you to the Lincoln Hall of Fame, to the Lincoln faculty and mentors, and especially to Dr. Fred Stevens, who can't be here tonight. But he was our principal back in the 70s. And when he was indicted, or inducted rather, inducted into the Hall of Fame. He pointed out that the 70s was a time of change, long hair, different clothing, underground newspapers protesting the Vietnam War, drug use, and students demanding the right to attend prom with gay partners. And I would just like to say, for the record, that I'm innocent of at least one of those. But I do want to honor Dr. Stevens. Spring of 1972, I get a note saying, Marc Helgesen, please report to Dr. Stevens' office, which you know can't mean good. So I go, and he says, don't worry, Mark, you're not in trouble. I calls you in because it's time to sign up for classes for next year. And you should consider taking child development. Now what you need to understand is back in those days, there were boys' classes and girls' classes. And boys took auto mechanics, and girls took things like home ec and child development. And so I said, child development? And he said, Mark, because you should consider becoming a teacher. Now, I'm 15 years old. I don't want to be a disc jockey. But I took child development for totally the wrong reason. It was a girls' class. Good odds. But it was fascinating. I'm the youngest in my family, so I never had younger siblings. And, finding out about Piaget and Erickson's theories and all of this, it blew my mind. So I took that when I was a junior. When I was a senior, I spent the morning in Ms. Blunk's drama classes and the afternoon as a teacher's aide in an elementary school. Finished Lincoln, went off to Augie, became an LED early childhood major, and then left Illinois, became an adult basic education reading teacher in a maximum security prison. Just a job. They let me out every day. But then they started sending me the Hispanic students because they couldn't read. Well, yeah, but they couldn't read because they didn't know English. So I bought a book and became an ESL teacher. And that was interesting. And this went on for about 5 years. And prison's not a place you want to spend your whole life. Not a totally original thought. So in 1972, I moved to Japan for 1 year, maybe 2 years. And I'm still there. And I will this year retire as a professor emeritus with something over 200 published papers and lectures, over 100 lectures in 20, 25 different countries. And I've had an adventure. And I owe a lot of it to being called into Mr. Stevens' office. So I thank him so much, and I thank everybody who was part of Lincoln High, who made it possible. Thank you very much.
Mark, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. What time is it in Japan right now?
Late.
Late. Got it.
Yeah.
We can